It began like an adventure out of a storybook, a hidden treasure, clues left in a poem, and the promise of untold riches for whoever could solve the riddle. In 2010, Forrest Fenn, an eccentric millionaire and art dealer from Santa Fe, New Mexico, announced that he had hidden a treasure chest somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. Filled with gold coins, rare jewels, and priceless artifacts, the treasure was said to be worth over $1 million. But Fenn didn't stop there. He provided a cryptic 24-line poem in his self-published memoir, The Thrill of the Chase, which he claimed contained all the clues necessary to find the treasure. Adventurers, puzzle solvers, and dreamers were drawn to the mystery of his hidden treasure, setting off on expeditions into the rugged, often unforgiving wilderness of the Rocky Mountains. But as the treasure hunt gained momentum, it became clear that this wasn't just a whimsical game. For some, it was an obsession, and for others, the search for Forrest Fenn's treasure ended in tragedy. Forrest Fenn was no ordinary millionaire. Born in 1930, he lived a life of adventure and intrigue. After serving in the Air Force, Fenn built his fortune as an art dealer, mingling with celebrities and wealthy collectors. But his life took a turn in 1988 when he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Fenn decided to leave behind a legacy, something that would inspire others to embrace the thrill of adventure and discovery. Though his cancer later went into remission, the idea for the treasure hunt stuck. In 2010, at 80, Fenn publicly announced that he had hidden a treasure chest somewhere in the vast expanse of the Rocky Mountains, a range stretching from Canada to New Mexico. The exact location was known only to Fenn, but he teased the public with a poem full of cryptic clues. Begin it where warm waters halt, and take it in the canyon down, not far but too far to walk. Put in below the home of Brown. The poem, published in The Thrill of the Chase, hinted at a specific location where the treasure could be found, but it offered no easy answers. Solving the puzzle required a deep understanding of geography, literature, and history, and a willingness to face danger in some of the most remote regions of North America. The hunt for Forrest Fenn's treasure became a sensation. For some, the treasure represented a life-changing fortune. For others, the thrill of the chase mattered most. Fenn's treasure hunt became a phenomenon, spawning books, blogs, forums, and documentaries. Thousands ventured into the Rockies, deciphering the clues, poring over maps, and searching in forests, rivers, and canyons. Now a living legend, Fenn reveled in the attention, occasionally offering small hints in interview, but refusing to give away too much. He enjoyed watching the quest unfold, saying he wanted to inspire people to get outdoors and appreciate the beauty of nature. The treasure, he insisted, was real, full of gold and jewels, waiting to be found by the person who could unlock the mystery. But the hunt was far from simple. The Rocky Mountains are a harsh and unforgiving landscape, filled with treacherous terrain, dangerous wildlife, and unpredictable weather. As more and more people set out in search of the treasure, the quest that began as a lighthearted adventure began to take a darker turn. The search claimed the lives of 5 people. The first victim was Randy Bilyeu, a 54-year-old from Colorado. In January 2016, Bilyeu set off on a solo search near the Rio Grande, convinced he had cracked the code. He never returned. His body was found months later, miles from where his raft had been discovered, highlighting the dangers of searching in remote and rugged areas alone. A year later, 52-year-old Jeff Murphy from Illinois was killed when he fell from a cliff in Yellowstone National Park while searching for the treasure. His death was initially reported as an accident, but records later revealed he had been part of the hunt. Murphy's death sent shockwaves through the community of treasure seekers, raising questions about the lengths people were willing to go to in their pursuit of wealth and adventure. Another searcher, Eric Ashby, a 31-year-old from Colorado Springs, also died in 2017 after his raft overturned in the Arkansas River during his quest for the treasure. He had reportedly searched in the river's rough waters when tragedy struck. Despite warnings from local authorities, Ashby, like so many others, believed the treasure was worth the risk. The same year, Pastor Wallace from Colorado met a tragic end while searching for the treasure. Wallace had ventured into the wilderness near the Rio Grande, where his body was found a few days later. Despite his family's concern and the inherent risks, Wallace, like the others, had been convinced that he was on the brink of discovering Fenn's hidden chest. The final known fatality occurred in 2018 when Michael Sexton, a 53-year-old from Grand Junction, Colorado, died of exposure in the Rocky Mountains while on his own treasure hunt. Sexton and his companion had ignored severe weather warnings, venturing into dangerous conditions in the belief they were close to the treasure. Only Sexton's companion was rescued in time. As the deaths mounted, Fenn came under increasing scrutiny. Critics accused him of being irresponsible, arguing that the treasure hunt encouraged people to take dangerous risks for a dream of riches. Fenn, however, maintained that the treasure was hidden in a location that was accessible and safe if seekers exercised caution. He frequently reminded the public that the treasure was not hidden in any dangerous place like a mine, a cave, or any area requiring specialized skills. But despite his assurances, the quest continued to claim lives. Thousands had searched the Rockies for over a decade, and many had come up empty-handed. Then in June 2020, the announcement came that the treasure had finally been found. Forrest Fenn himself confirmed the news, saying that the chest had been located by a man who wished to remain anonymous. The man who discovered the treasure was later revealed to be Jack Stuef, a 32-year-old medical student from Michigan. Stuef had been searching for the treasure for 2 years, meticulously analyzing Fenn's poem and studying maps of the Rocky Mountains. According to Stuef, he cracked the clues in the poem. Finally, he located the treasure chest in Wyoming, in a remote and beautiful forest area, precisely where Fenn wanted the hunt to lead people. The treasure contained a dazzling array of gold coins, nuggets, jewelry, and rare artifacts, just as Fenn had promised. For Stuef, the thrill of solving the puzzle and finding the treasure was reward enough. However, the actual monetary value was significant. In his later statements, Stuef revealed that he chose to remain anonymous at first to protect himself from the intense media scrutiny and potential danger that might come from people who still coveted the treasure. For Forrest Fenn, the conclusion of the treasure hunt was bittersweet. The hunt had brought joy to countless people, but it had also brought heartache and tragedy. Fenn died just 3 months after the treasure was found, at the age of 90. In his final statements, he expressed relief that the treasure had been located, but sadness for the lives lost in pursuit of it. The discovery of Forrest Fenn's treasure marked the end of an era. The man who had inspired so many to seek adventure, and the treasure that had captivated the imaginations of thousands, were now part of history. But the legacy of the hunt lives on, both as a testament to the human spirit and a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession. The hunt had taken a far greater toll on the families of Randy Bilyeu, Jeff Murphy, Eric Ashby, Paris Wallace, and Michael Sexton. Each of these men had embarked on their own adventure, seeking wealth and the sense of purpose and excitement that Fenn's challenge had promised. For them, the treasure hunt was more than a game. It was a chance to be part of something bigger than themselves. But the treasure hunt ended in tragedy for their loved ones, leaving behind only grief and unanswered questions. Today, Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt is remembered as one of the most audacious and controversial adventures of the 21st century. It sparked joy, debate, and heartbreak in equal measure, reminding us that even in the modern world, the allure of hidden riches and the call of the wild can still drive people to incredible and sometimes dangerous lengths. So what do you think about Forrest Fenn's treasure? Share your thoughts in the comments below and check out our other videos. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more. Until next time, farewell.